Well, yeah, I mean, another trip to Boise we were just talking about. You know, you obviously played there, so just how fun is it every year to go back there?
Well, first of all, it's a great tournament format. It's a great place to have it. You get the butterflies of both programs being there, getting to support each other. Spirit Squad travels, band travels, and we've had a lot of amazing moments there. So that's always exciting. And for everybody, it's a brand new season. It's 0-0, so got to survive in advance.
Yeah, I mean, I've asked the same to the players, but last year, exiting in the first round or the first game of the tournament, how much is that something that fuels you and fuels the team?
You know, it's that's not fueling me. This is a brand new team that's come a long ways from last spring, and they're united as one. Hashtag speaks volumes because they've been like that from start to finish. So I feel like we're in a better place going into the tournament this year with, what we're doing right now as a team on both ends of the floor. We're getting a couple extra days to get our legs recovered from those 3 games in 5 days. That's a lot of games. So that's the most important thing is right now you better have your champion habits in place as you go in and play a great 40 minutes.
Yeah, you mentioned after I think it was the Portland State game, that there was fatigue and some you guys were gassed, but I mean to have the last 2 games where you almost beat Eastern and then build a big lead, in the 3rd game in 5 days. During that stretch, I mean, how encouraging is that to see that?
Yeah, I thought we learned a lot from the Idaho loss. We were obviously we looked fatigued out there. We created some energy for the Saturday game against Eastern, but really the challenge that Idaho presented was they just sagged off a lot of players, and we're at the time of year where we shouldn't be second guessing a great look for us as a team. And we went into Saturday, and I felt kids were shot ready. Mara was shot ready. Ella was shot ready. Izzy Bunyan's shot ready. You go into Weber State, who we didn't anticipate them playing that much zone. But they did, and our kids really knocked down some shots. So I just like where they're at mentally right now, being attack-minded on the offensive end as well as the defensive end.
This is the time of year where there's a lot of discussion about each conference's format in the bracket. I mentioned you get a couple extra days. You don't play until Monday. But then, if you advance, it's 1 game and then 1 game with no rest after that. What do you make of what your path is going to be? Is it kind of is what it is, or do you have any opinions on how the Big Sky is formatted?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you have to look at the advantages of the situation you're in and what you're presented with. And for us, because we start on Monday, we were able to take advantage of how we recover these first few days. So I think that's the advantage that we're going to take in. And this team is definitely accustomed to adversity and trials. So if we take care of business on Monday and deal with Tuesday, we'll take it from there at that point.
I imagine a lot during this next couple days stretch. There's going to be a lot of focusing on yourselves in addition to some UNC, but what do you anticipate focusing on yourselves to really be focusing on?
Yeah, today was kind of like focusing on like last 2 minutes of situations, end of game situations. What are some quality shots in some situations? And really, we've spent so much of our season identifying, our pieces. And so we're at that place where those things need to be super cleaned up, very sharp. We've had some end of game scenarios where we've been on both sides of the spectrum, where we've won some close ones, we've lost to some close ones. And Big Sky tournament traditionally has come down to the wire, so you want to be really sharp in those areas.
When it does come to UNC, that's a team that you led on the road and then let that slip away in a close loss, and then you had one of your better performances here against them. Seeing them a 3rd time, should the team have confidence in getting to see this team again?
I think our team should have confidence no matter what. I'm like our team, when we've had 10 players out there and we've been fresh, we've been able to do some things very well. And I think that's what we need to focus on. And you want to respect every single opponent that's ahead of you or in front of you. You want to know what could get you and what you need to make sure that you race off there. And we have a team that really is going through a lot of different pieces. They've got some very good weapons offensively. The 3 ball is dangerous for UNC, but so is the post play. And so I'll challenge the kids of we're going to start with being great defensively and offensively, just kind of keep it very simple and find a great shot. That's the bottom line this time of year.
You've spoken at great length this year about what Madison's presence has done for this team, both on the court and off.
Mm-hmm.
If we can maybe reframe that, what do you think she has gotten out of coming back for a 5th year when that wasn't ever a sure part of her plans last year? What do you think she has gained the most out of?
Well, starting with this community behind us all year, I mean, our crowds have been tremendous. And I think Jack has definitely felt the community outreach and behind her and excited just the energy that she's brought to the table. I would just start with the crowd. Our community has embraced Jack at the highest level, and she has given them so much joy as far as what she's done on the floor for this community. I would say for the team, for what she maybe has gained back in return is a team that has looked up to her as a leader in every facet. She might be the oldest, but she has led in every category on the defensive end, on the offensive end, what it looks like to step up and prepare as a champion, how to show up, how to fight. And this team has really just taken on a whole nother identity with her influence. This defense this year, Jack is a major influence for that.